Hey there, folks. My name is Shook, and welcome to Omen Exitio. Plague. Plague? I say plague? Plague. Plague? Plague. The plague. But anyway, yeah, brand new Let's Play. I did mention in the last video of Morph Girl that I was going to do a game called The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. I tried recording that last night. I was not able to do it. The game actually caused my computer to crash twice. That seems that doesn't seem to be something that many other people deal with. I didn't see anything on the Steam forum, so don't you know take that as me talking crap about the game. Just something with my computer that makes it crash, unfortunately. And so yeah, really cool idea for a game. If I can get it working, I'm going to probably just play it on my own, or maybe do a new day, new game video on it. But I probably won't do a full let's play on that one. But from the bit I was able to play before it crashed both times, it's a pretty cool game. But anyway, I picked this game up in a bundle the other day, and I was like, this seems pretty cool. This is a choose your own adventure type game, which is really funny because about 2 or 3 days ago I did the video on Victoriana, a steampunk text adventure. I was like, yeah, I don't think I've played a choose your own adventure game on uh, a game, rather not talking about books or anything. I was like, yeah, maybe I played one. But I couldn't think of any others, and then I found this one, in that bundle. I was like, huh. So yeah, it looked pretty cool the way it was set up. So it's like that would be fun. I think this has like Cthulhu type mythology, which is something I don't really know a whole lot about. I know that there's a lot of people who know a whole lot about the Lovecraft type stuff, but I don't really know a lot about it. I watched a Let's Play of the Sunken City recently, so I know some little bits, but not very much. So anyway, let's get into it. He has a very painful head. The rigging rustling in the wind and the swaying waves accompany you as you walk on the ship's deck. A rocking that evokes a slight sense of nausea. The wood groaning faintly with your every step, as if something inside of it wanted to scream but was too weak to do so. A long journey. Your ship is headed for Zanzibar. How long have you been at sea? You cannot even remember. The days follow one another, never changing. It feels like living in an endless haze, dazed and captured by the outline of those unknown waters. But all in all, you don't mind the feeling. After all, you are here to forget. Before I get too far into it, let's see what these do. Oh, that's cool. This is a character sheet. Yeah, I saw the screenshots of this. Jake Huntington. We were born July the 12th of 1867 in London. We're British. 75 Globe Road, London. Don't show up at 75 Globe Road and check on this guy. He's probably dead by now. We're male. We're 5'11" and a half inches. The comma confused me. I was like, wait, we're 11 inches and 6 inches? Is that like an extra foot and 5 inches? We're 181. Wait, what? What is ST and LB? Is that the 12 stone and 18 pounds. Is that what that means? Hair color, light brown. Brown eyes. I think I have brown eyes. Do I have brown eyes? I can't remember. I actually can't remember. I think I do. Tell me if I do. I think I have brown eyes. I'm mostly sure I have brown eyes. And you, that's something you would think that I should be able to remember pretty well. Medical researcher, widower. So, if this deals with psyche, I guess we'll probably be seeing our dead wife. Okay, so we don't start off with any skills. Gotcha. It's kind of like an RPG. I didn't even realize it would have kind of like RPGs. I knew it. I saw the character sheet, but interesting. Okay. That's pretty cool. Your name is Jake Huntington. Well, dang, I already spoiled that. Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. You are a doctor, a researcher, or at least you were proud to be one before your entire world crumbled upon you. You've always fought to save people's lives, but now you face a different battle where you have to kill. Such is the irony of fate. You enlisted in order to escape from yourself and above all else from the pain. You look out to sea, wondering whether the ship could carry you far enough. Reality seems suspended during sea travel. Time loses all meaning and extends infinitely. Just like the blue expanse spread out before you. Day after day, you've been watching the horizon ahead, bobbing up and down, when... Jake, remind me again while we're here. It feels like all this water has wiped my memory. That voice belongs to Ed O'Bannon. A blonde Irish boy. He can't be much older than 16, and just like every other evening, he's had a drop too much. He blames the long voyage for his memory lapses. So I just get experience for just meeting people? Wow. Of course, now that I'm recording, my nose is wanting to itch. Honestly, this would be what I would want to do a lot. Excuse me. But I try to be nice and polite. Also, I don't want to be an asshole too, so I wouldn't ignore them. Although I would want to. With a lot of people, you know. O'Bannon, well, it depends on the mood. I get into some pretty hermity moods at times, so I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Nobody to talk to. Of course, that's when people decide to, message me or whatever, call. O'Bannon, I've never understood why they're sending us over to this forsaken island on the other side of the world. Let me tell you, I don't even care. All I know is that tomorrow we'll be there at last. What's her name again? Jake, right? Jake, okay. With these words, you leave Ed to his Irish songs and head below deck. It's time to sleep. You're lying in your bunk, and just like every other night for the best part of a year, you're having a hard time falling asleep. You toss and turn in your sweat-soaked sheets until... Jake, are you asleep? Man, this is easy. We'll just level up super easy. We'll just meet everybody. It's Ryan Vespucci, the man in the book next to yours. He is the assistant cook hailing from Italy. Really, from Italy? I couldn't tell from the name. Suddenly, you remember that tomorrow it's your turn in the ship's mess. What is it, Ryan? I left you a list of the provisions we need in the galley tomorrow. to talk to you about something else as well. I've been hearing rumors among the soldiers, but maybe we should discuss the matter tomorrow. Good night, Jake. Why did you interrupt me if you was just like, yeah, we'll discuss it tomorrow? Yeah. Dorm is filled with heavy breathing and the loud snoring of your comrades. Apparently everyone is sleeping soundly except for you. Turning over in your bed, you find the note Ryan left you under your pillow. Let's go and read it. The candlelight flickers in the dark and the words come to life and dance for your eyes, while your pupils get used to the faint light of the wavering flame. Why are the words coming to life? It's kind of creepy. Are they zombie words? Because they weren't living them before, so... Are they literally trying to eat brains? Since they're the opposite of letters, and reading is supposed to make you smarter. You're thinking zombie letters would do the opposite. It would eat the data up in your brains. Jake, you think you joined the army to atone for your sins, but you're mistaken. You're not headed for Zanzibar by chance. What you'll see over there will change your perspective so much that you will turn to your old profession once again. And during this journey, you will find out you have a friend. This doesn't seem like a list of provisions. Well, it's not Ryan's list. You wonder whether it's just not pranked by your comrades, but it seems too clever for them. While considering several theories, you finally slip into a slumber, gently rocked by the waves. Let me lean off screen real quick. A little intensively scratched my nose there, so it's getting on my nerves. It won't be long until the landing, but this doesn't mean you can escape kitchen duty. Ryan hands you a bag of potatoes to peel while he starts working on a bunch of carrots, slicing them with skill and accuracy second to none. No one that you've known, at least. Are you here because you really want to be a soldier, or are there other reasons? Just ask that. Are you asking me if I joined the army out of passion? Well, I wouldn't say so, but the pay is good and the meals are guaranteed. Besides, it doesn't seem to me that you're here out of passion either. Is it that obvious? Don't worry, apart from some fancy officers, I bet few people are here just for fun. I don't know, who joins the army for fun? Well, I mean, there's people who do that, but shouts coming from the deck interrupt your chatting. Land ahoy! You hurry up and carry out the task before landing. Zanzibar port is a racket. Sailors yell in a wide variety of accents while goods are unloaded onto the docks, piling up in small mountains of crates. You are on the deck, observing the slowly approaching shapes of Stone Town. Soon at last, you will once again set foot on solid ground. You're granted some free time, so you treat yourself to a stroll around town. You're walking along the quay when a beggar approaches you. His rough hooded tunic covers his face. He reeks and walks with a limp, leaning heavily on a stick. Even though you don't understand what he's saying, you understand from his gesture that he's asking for charity. Okay. This is a video game. So, typically in video games, you are rewarded for being nice. Although from watching The Sinking City, seeing how that played out, seems like maybe things don't always end the nicest regardless of how you try to do them, so, I guess I just kind of accidentally spoiled that game. Well, I guess I didn't really spoil it. Yeah, let's help him though. Ooh, new diary entry. You hand out a coin to the beggar, and as he reaches out to grab it, you notice a tattoo on the inside of his wrist. You only get a glimpse of it, but it strikes you with its peculiarity. Its simple shape reminds you of an eye. Yeah, diary is here. Huh, cool. Serious tattoo. A beggar tried to steal from you at the Stone Town Harbor. On his forearm, Wait, he didn't try to steal. He was like, hey, give me some stuff. And we were like, okay. Okay, so that's cool. We can go and review stuff. And we're 4 points away from leveling up. The beggar tries to get your attention and follows you. He grabs your shirt, forcing you to stop. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, I spoiled it. He slips his hand into your pocket and then suddenly starts running. His apparent disability is gone. He's no longer limping. Let's chase him. The beggar runs along the dock as nimbly as an acrobat. When two sailors carrying some bulky crates pop out in front of him, he jumps over them as easily as if he were clearing a few simple steps. The sailors stop to yell at him, dropping the crates and blocking your path. Dang you, street rat! Ask them to let you pass. They both turn and start screaming bloody murder at you. Try to make them see reason, but they keep muttering as they pick up the crates and go about their business. When you finally manage to pass, the fake beggar has vanished. Fake beggar? I mean, I guess the begging was fake if it was set up to be, steal it. Man, what a 1-2 punch! Please give it to me, and I'll go ahead and take care of everything else. Check your pockets. The only thing missing is a strange message you found in place of Ryan's list. Why did that man steal it? Probably thought it was money. You're still confused about what just happened when Ryan approaches you on dock. Jake, the hell are you doing? Leave's over. We've been called to muster. You follow the half-Italian to the dock of your ship. The troop is examined and soon makes its way to headquarters. You march with the squadron you were assigned to, lost in your thoughts. You expected an entirely different welcome from Zanzibar. Okay. So, actually, here's a question. Can I save it at any time? Or do I have to stop when it says saving? Wake up, everyone on their feet. Quick. You open one eye. Excuse me. Followed by the other. You feel the slow swaying of the sea and that peculiar smell of the ship. Something like unwashed bodies and acrid salt which prickles your nostrils. But it is just for a moment, and within seconds you are on your feet. It is Smith, the captain of the troop, who is yelling at you in the early morning. Obedin groans. He is still not up, and luckily the captain is unaware of it. The cries of Captain Smith could sink a battleship on their own. Supplement. Come on, O'Bannon, stop dreaming about whiskey bottles and get a move on. I'm awake, I'm awake. Your Irish friend's whiny character reminds you of a child who doesn't want to go to school. Not even my mom was this annoying. This is weird. This is really, really weird. And this is not intentional. So, the Let's Plays I've been doing this month. I did... my word, what is with my throat tonight? I did Stories Untold, British. I did Oxenfree, which that feels like it might have been British. Seemed like there was something in it that made me feel like it was British. I can't remember what it was. Morph Girl, which I don't know if that was British or not. Then there was the the game that I was going to try to do, the Dr. Decker game, that was definitely British. Most definitely, they were British. And then this game. Seems like most of the horror games I'm playing are British themed. Weird coincidence. What was in Oxenfree that made me think that? Because they didn't have British accents in it. Can't remember. O'Bannon mumbles some more incomprehensible words, and with considerable effort, he gets on his feet, wobbling. It seems he is still drunk from last night. You better keep an eye on him to prevent him from getting a severe scolding and a flagrant punishment. You're outside, waiting for a train to start. O'Bannon is next to you, still sleepy. After weeks of travel, Smith fears you have all gone soft. Looking at the men in your row, the doubt seems to be entirely valid. You can see the disorientation and the sleeplessness on their faces. The air is filled with sand and your boots sink into the mud. The view is desolate except for some isolated shacks. Smith is explaining the details of this morning's training with a cracked, rasping voice. You're distracted by the view. The weirdness from the journey makes his speech hard to follow, and you end up missing parts of it. But you're sure you're not the only one. Well, what you do is you compare notes. You're like, everybody's missing parts of it, but maybe we're missing different parts. So you can be like, hey, I missed this part. And the guy will be like, oh, yeah, I got caught that part. He was talking about this. And you're like, oh, cool. What part did you miss? Maybe that'll work. I doubt it. No one can get used to this new situation due to the brevity of the captain's speech. You hesitate for a moment, but Smith breaks the silence with an unyielding command shouted aloud. Come on, move, ladies, until you are well awake. Oh, here's a decision. Clues unarmed combat ability to use firearms. Observation seems pretty useful. Seems like maybe observation might be the thing that'll maybe it's kind of like that. Maybe kind of like the skills where you gain more experience than you otherwise would. Interesting. You can use medicine offensively. And you can escape with that. Well, there's the... Oh. Escape does the same thing. Huh. Of course, I would assume killing your enemies gets you some experience, too, so... But I kind of like the idea of observation, so... Okay. Cool. Well, now that costs 20. Interesting. Okay. So so observation we won't do next time. We'll do something else next time. Probably fighting. Fighting will probably be the thing we do next time. Whilst running, you try to get an impression of your comrade's physical shape. In the event of a fight, that could indeed make a difference. As far as the running is concerned, they all seem fine, except for O'Bannon, whose difficulties certainly aren't due to his usual physical fitness. Once you arrive at boot camp, you must crawl through mud and overcome several grueling obstacles, climbing walls, barbed wire, and thick tires. This time, no one waits for Smith to start barking orders, and you all dive onto the ground for the next exercise. You take a breather to try to figure out how O'Bannon is doing. In his current condition, you are worried he will end up sinking into the mud and suffocate. That's up. The concerns turn out to be well-founded. You see O'Bannon try to slip slip out to catch his breath. Unfortunately, he ends up lying down with his face right in the muck in the middle of a training path. O'Bannon, keep doing that now. We'll put you in isolation. Good job, Vespucci. Huntington, you need to work harder. You need to work harder. Smith surely isn't generous with encouragements. You try to clean yourself up as fast as possible. Your clothes are wet and heavy, not exactly ideal for your next task. Climbing a palm tree as quickly as possible, picking a coconut, and climbing back down. Preferably in one piece, obviously. Oh, hey, okay, cool. You try to clean your. Oh, that's right. You know, now I'm wondering if it would be smart to do observation again because it's free. I mean, well, it's not free, but it doesn't cost 20 points. So I'm almost wondering if that would be a smart thing. Although I'm wondering if these. I'm wondering what the purpose of these choices are. Whether these choices are simply to build your character or if they will have an effect later. Like this right here. Checking on Captain O'Bannon, whether or not. Oh, not Captain O'Bannon. But checking on him might have an effect on O'Bannon in the story. You know what I mean? Along with, adding the speechcraft. Crowd. Let's check on him. I appreciate your comradeship, Huntington, but I want to see your coconut all the same. Whoa, dude. I don't just show my coconut to everybody, to anybody. I'd have to abandon to sit on the ground and carry out your task. You try not to show any annoyance or irritation towards Smith. You deliver the coconut and get back to your mate. It's time for the gun test. Smith examines you quickly with grave glances. While a soldier hands you a rifle, the task is simple. You need to hit the target. You see, I feel like maybe on this first part it would be smart to kind of pick a skill and go with it because you can like get free ones, like observation and get another one. So if we picked observation 3, I'm assuming the next observation skill point will be 40 points. So that would be 3 observation skill points. Easy. So that might be the way to really kind of game it later, This is the first playthrough, so. Let's go fighting. Take position, aim and shoot. Trying to be more of a machine than a man. Your shot almost hits the bullseye, less than an inch away from the center. Great shot, Huntington. I would hope I'd have a good shot, since my name is Huntington. After the shooting range, Smith takes you to a large, flat, dusty area. In front of you, there are a series of worn-out cannons. Smith wastes no time in pairing off the men to cooperate in both the maintenance and actual use of the cannons. He probably wants to test your teamwork skill. Find yourself paired with O'Bannon, who joyfully comes to you, stumbling a bit. Okay, so. All these seem really bad to O'Bannon, except for the observation. I mean, the only one of these I haven't leveled up is agility. So I guess maybe that one? Maybe? Well, I'm kind of tempted to do that. We're, to help. I mean, if we're getting O'Bannon to help, then I'm wondering if this will affect O'Bannon in the story. You know what I mean? Like, if he's gonna die or almost die, based on what we choose here. I think I'm gonna go with this. Come on, Ed, I need your help here. Otherwise, Smith will take care of your hangover, and he won't be nice about it, I can assure you. So let's see something. 30. Okay, it didn't jump to 40, but still. I want to level up medicine. O'Bannon lifts his head and nods, and he manages to cooperate, helping you take a good shot. Smith is not satisfied at all, and he sharply explains your next task. It's time to try hand-to-hand combat. Naturally, you are paired with O'Bannon. You look at your partner, assessing his state. He's still a bit dazed, but at least he's standing and seems a little more aware. So you get set to carry out the task. Okay. What do we do to distract them? Like, hey, there's something on your shirt. Oh, whoop, whoop, bam. I guess we do need to get our medicine up a little bit. So yeah, we try to distract. O'Bannon hesitates for a few moments and starts to hit you. You exchange some blows and manage to land a punch between his neck and shoulder. You have planned it well. O'Bannon falls to the ground unconscious. Victory is yours. Smith stares at you for a couple seconds and he mumbles something, but he seems pleased. He orders you to get started on the next task. Once again, you are to practice hand-to-hand combat, but this time your opponent is Vespucci. You look at him and he smiles. You both know he's stronger than you. So this, I feel like, is kind of the tutorial type stuff. It's a pretty cool way to do it, I think. You can dodge. Limit damage. If he's definitely stronger, observing feels like it's the best idea. No speechcraft in this one, I see. Why have we not done any agility? I don't feel like it'd be the best. I mean, obviously, trying to dodge his attacks is a good idea. No matter what, Unless he has hands made of glass, literal glass, then you're like, yeah, hit me with it. Oh, okay, now your hands are, broke, so. Now you're easy to beat, but. Now let's go with observation. You said the best strategy is to observe Vespucci's technique. You take your time, you dodge it, and block his blows. You're getting tired and you feel pain where you've been hit, but your strategy pays off. You realize Vespucci's guard is full of openings. You hit him with a well-calibrated jab to the chin, knocking him down. As your comrade brushes the dust off his trousers, you hold out your hand with a smile. Ryan smiles back, takes your hand, and he gets up, congratulating you on the good fight. Okay, I feel good about that decision. Smith continues relentlessly shouting orders. You pick up all the equipment, the backpack and training rifle. It seems the captain wants you to be full of adrenaline for the combat simulation, so that you don't hold anything back. He forces you to run right through the jungle to reach your next destination. You glance at O'Bannon and notice his arm's bleeding. Okay, I have wounded medicine. Okay. Stop and help him. I mean, this is the 1800s in the jungle. You wanna make sure that thing's taken care of. Wait, Ed, what happened there? You point at the trace of blood on his hand. O'Bannon shrugs to minimize his injury and you answer with a smirk, gesturing at him to come towards you. Yeah, let's medicate it. Wash the wound and bandage it. Come here, Ed. As slow as you are, we will be the last anyway. O'Bannon mumbles and smirks, and he gives you his arm. You lift his sleeve and check the wound. It's not too bad, but it may get infected here in the dirt. You clean it with your canteen water and wrap it with a hanky. And when the training is over, you will take another look at it. I wonder if you didn't get any medicine skill, if you would make it worse. You know O'Bannon are last to reach Captain Smith's prearranged spot, both panting and red-faced. You're welcomed by a barrage of insults which Smith spits at you both with equal parts saliva and venom. The squadron moves on together, but without you. O'Bannon and Vespucci, O'Bannon and Vespucci, you fell behind to deal with your friend's wound, and the half battalion wanted to assist you. He's always ready to help. Ed is immediately taken to the headquarters in order for his wound to be sutured. You wonder whether you should follow him and perform the task yourself or leave him in the hands of another doctor to go on with the training. Let's stay with the troop. O'Bannon will be okay. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. You notice two sergeants talking, so you and Vespucci move forward silently to listen in. First sergeant, this is a very realistic battle simulation. Second sergeant, keep it to yourself, but I've heard that we will soon be heading into action. The political situation here is unstable. You look at Vespucci just next to you. He gravely nods. This rumor has been spreading amongst the men for a while. Hearing it from the officers doesn't comfort me at all. Now's the time for the last part of training. Teamwork. The troop stops near an abandoned fortress, and the two groups are ordered again to formation. One will attack the walls, the other will handle the artillery, either bombarding the weak walls of the fort, providing cover for the frontline soldiers. What are we better equipped? We got fighting and observation, speechcraft. I feel like we're a little bit better set for artillery because we could speak, and maneuver better, and you would think the extra observation would be good at aiming. Let's handle the artillery. The order to clear it. You have to take the fort as quickly as possible while trying to limit the enemy's counterattack. You must decide which strategy you use. Let's protect them. These are intense moments filled with shouts, blasts, and dust. The simulated battle seems quite real. The day is now coming to an end, and the mock attack on the fort has been carried out. The men are all exhausted, yourself included. I'm proud of you all. Today you made a real effort. Tomorrow we could even go on the attack, but for now it's time to rest and refresh ourselves. Cool. The day's light has almost disappeared below the horizon when your captain brings the soldiers back together. He has an important message for all the men. He has not yet started to talk, but he is waiting for everyone to sit down, but you can feel some serious tension filling the air. The pro-British Sultan, Hamad bin Diwani, ruler of Zanzibar, died on the day of your arrival on this island, and Khalid, an illegitimate ruler, has taken his place. Ooh, we leveled up. Okay, we're gonna get some agility after all. Khalid, an ultimatum has been sent to Khalid requesting that he abdicate peacefully. That ultimatum will expire tomorrow morning. Okay, that's interesting. So it looks like we'll be going into combat in the next day. So yeah, that's a pretty good stopping point right there. Pretty cool game so far. Not spooky yet, but I like the setup, and I think, you know, I figure the battle will probably go badly, you know, and that's when the craziness will start. It's what I'm assuming. So anyway, yeah, cool game so far. Very cool game so far. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode 1. If you enjoyed it so far, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed to me already. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more. What is the name of this game? Omen Exitio Plague? Yeah, that's what it's named. Omen Exitio Plague. See you in the next one, folks.